Alright. Thomas Gore asks, you say you've been a big fan of politics for a long time. That being said, with the power of social media in our society today, how would you compare the good and bad of its use today? I think it's good that we have an amazing resource for everything that we as people need to do to have successful political discourse. I think it's bad that we don't do any of that shit. As compared to if we could have had it in politics of days past, especially with new kinds of presidential candidates like President Trump. Honestly, if we would have had the internet 100 years ago, we would just be where people are going to be 100 years from now. Wherever the fuck that's going to wind up being. Like, shit wouldn't have been different. Fucking George Washington would have been talking shit about Louis the fucking whatever the fuck he was. I don't remember. But Louis the 13th? I don't remember. He would have been talking shit about him on Twitter. They'd have been going back and forth. Bitch, you're tea in the fucking river. You know, man, it wouldn't have fucking made a difference. Not a good goddamn bit of difference. We're still the same fucking people inside. And we would have just... we are where we are, man. No matter where we are. So, that's kind of my thought on that. Mr. Quickie. Not a fantastic name unless you're going for a speed record. Which, I get you. R-Trap's gay. Now, Will Never Tell, like that name, says, you're a funny keep making them videos. Well, thank you. 1 hour in. Almost. Debbie Jones asks, are you an only child? Technically, yes. But technically, no. My father was married to a lady, had 2 children, divorced her, married my mother, and then they had me. I am my mother's only child, and my brother and sister are older than me. So, when I was born and up to like around middle schoolish, around there, I had a brother and a sister. Well, brother moved out a couple years before that, but nevertheless, you get my point. And then after that, so kind of like middle school through high school, through the rest of my time living with my parents, I was an only child. So I kind of got best of both worlds. I got to get picked on and bullied when I was a kid, so toughened me up. And now that I'm an adult, I have 2 good friends, and, well, I mean, brother and a sister, we're good friends, right? You know, it came off weird, nevertheless. And you know, so it worked out well, and I got to be an only child when I was in high school, which is, you know, really wouldn't give a shit about that sort of thing. So, right? Best of both worlds. I'm, you know, white people, we get everything. Ask Joe Biden. Mike H. Oh, fuck. Asks something that I need to... Alright. I have to read this from my phone because I didn't click more. Sorry. Mike H. asks, on a more down-to-earth question, at least it will be, but first a small history. LOL. I grew up military in Japan. Yeah, I grew up military in Japan till age 12. Moved to New York upstate. Which isn't New York, by the way, from what I understand. The guy at New York tells me that's not New York. I mention this because your time traveler comments. I am guessing Australia, maybe, hence bearing and math. Okay, so teens into 20s, wild, many circled around me, parties my house, or doing my ideas. Fast forward almost 50 now, and I do nothing, and no friends, my choice. Everything bores me, especially stupid chit-chat. I love meaning and deep thought talk, but it's rare to be found, and I stay home by myself, catch 22. Don't watch TV, movies, nothing, am bored to death, and only go further in it. No worries, not in a harmful way either. So I'm curious how you manage your funk. It's been years for me, no meds, just me and my overthinking, which is my curse. I am a cool guy with a love for what if or what about, but it's sad to go from full life to trusting no one but myself. That's the quick version. Have fun with it because I can't figure it. Honestly, I'm going to tell you this. You and I, very similar stories. I grew up very popular, had a lot of friends, wild fucking 20s, 30s, and then, 20s. I started to really slow down a lot in the end of my 20s, and then, I just kind of became a homebody and started living on my own. And that is awesome when you've just lived with other people for the entirety of your life up to that point. But yeah, we're very similar, you and I. I mean, you say you don't watch movies or anything like that. You got to get a hobby of some sort. I go through hobbies like you wouldn't believe, all manner of stuff. I love video games. I love movies, reading books. I find ways to entertain myself, whatever it is. Just you got to find some way to entertain yourself. That's how you manage the funk of life, man. Find some way to entertain yourself, and find friends. Find yourself somebody that you can tolerate hanging out with. Even if it's just in a way where you just kind of hang out with them. Just find somebody that you can enjoy hanging out with, that you can have a good time with. You can just be in the same room with and doing kind of the same activity that you can play games with, watch movies with, talk to, generally get into the deep stuff if you want to have deep conversation, Find somebody that you can relate to in some way. And hang out with them. That's another thing. I have friends that I hang out with. Try to make friends with guys at work and stuff like that. Whatnot. Just, still have some sort of interaction with humanity. Don't lose touch with your humanity. You don't want to do that. But yeah, get hobbies, man. Whatever makes you happy. At one point, I decided I just wanted to learn fucking spray paint, and I just watched YouTube videos until I became good at it, and then I started doing it. Just for the fun of it, really. And then I thought maybe I could sell these, and then I thought that's a lot of work, and it's not give them away for YouTube. Start a YouTube channel. I don't know, just figure something out. Do whatever makes you, whatever you enjoy, whatever it is that you enjoy doing. Do that. But find something that you enjoy. It's got to be something out there that you enjoy. Find something. That's how you deal with funk. Distraction. Let's see what everybody else said. We got a lot of replies. Game Dev Made Easy says that is pretty much why I'm a programmer and musician. Stupidity pisses me off, and I'm less likely to see stupidity in those circles. Right? He's got hobbies. His hobbies have him interacting with people that he gets along with. Pretty much what I said. Incorruptible Mike Adams. You've obviously never worked with drummers before. And then Jesco replied, musical intelligence is not the same as general intelligence. Drummers tend to be able to feel the groove. Just don't try and make them count. Look, drummers can count just fine. Keep up. I play Doombeck, by the way, so kind of a drummer. One of my hobbies. Poisonous nut. Like that. Why don't you have any pets? Do you hate animals? I love animals. I absolutely love animals. I love dogs. I absolutely love dogs. Fuck hamsters. I like hamsters. Fuck hamsters. I'm never going to own a hamster again. Fuck that shit. But I love dogs. My dogs are by far my favorite thing with which that I might want to own. But I live in an apartment. And I don't plan on ever buying a house. So, dogs rough. Fuck cats. Cats are fucktards. I don't generally like cats. I don't really have anything against them. You know, animals are still beings, so, right? But, don't like cats. But, love dogs. And I'm glad you asked this question. Because I get an opportunity to tell you guys how much I fucking love dogs. I love dogs. I saw the video that Barrett did the other day. About that fucking cunt and her dog. Spitting on her dog. And pushing her dog. And slapping her dog. And full on kicking her dog. That fucking just enrages me. I love animals. I'm a big animal person. I swear for squirrels and shit like that. You know, I'm not going to danger myself for an animal. So sometimes the squirrels are stupid and I just pray for them. But I love animals. I absolutely love animals. Eating the cannibals chimes in with, he looks like he ate them. Look, you know, this is why I do the beard. I can't get rid of this, no matter how hard I try. I've lost like 30, 40 pounds in the past year or two, and I can't fucking get rid of it, so don't hate on me for the chin. Alright. I took a little break. I ate, watched some TV, played some Marvel Puzzle Quest. I had shit to do. And, time to finish up. Alright. Jay Devins asks, are you afraid that life is a dream and the dreamer is growing old and near death? No? No. Jake Tugseth chimed in and said, this comment just blew my mind. Would the dreamer be God? Maybe. 666 says, random dreamers, different dreams. You, me, the next guy, multiverse, dreamyverse. Fair enough. We're all in our own little dream worlds. This shit would be easier to edit if I was, though. Jake Tugseth says, so what would happen if the dreamer woke up? What would that be the end of time and the collapse of the multiverse? No, then you'd be in whatever fucking hell they live in on a daily basis. 666 says, happens all the time. Ooh, that's deep. Looks like another little conversation here. Steven the Lightspeed asks, can you reach it with your mouth? And if you could, would you? Asking for a friend. Hashtag no homo. There was once a time when I could reach it with my mouth. It did. Now your friend knows. And then Eating the Cannibals said, it's not gay if it's your own. It's just masturbation. Fair enough. He also then said, what I want to know is if you could shove your cock up your ass, would you? No. IBS, man. Ain't nothing going in there. The stuff only comes out of there. And the stuff that comes out of there is just terrifying. Steven Lightspeed, clap back, maybe. This is good news, thank you. I was worried. But in fairness, I only do it on Pride Month. Man, is my neck and jaw sore. Fair enough. When you got a huge cock, you realize your butthole is the natural holster for my meat. Fair enough. Eating the cannibal said, "Oh, my butthole is not a holster for your meat." I do love that I decided this time that I was going to try my best to not read any of these. I'm not even in passing, not even at all. I think it's fun this way. Like, 'cause when I crop them beforehand, it's tough to crop the fucking things and not wind up just absentmindedly reading goddamn thing. So this is actually a lot more fun for me, and you're getting fucking some real reactions, because Jesus Christ. Alright. Dad, don't watch this fucking shit. Why are you watching this? Alright. GNS. Are you always drunk during your videos? Alright, look. When I was in high school, I think I had to have been either a freshman or a sophomore, because it was in gym class. We went through fucking gym class, junior or senior. So I was in gym class. Telling the story about that. I was in gym class, and we were playing basketball, and we were doing practices. We were doing drills, and we were practicing baseball. Fucking baseball pass, right? And we lob the ball all the way down the court. Dude throws me the ball. I jump for it. It went straight through my hands and just boonk right off my fucking head. I fucking flipped. Landed on my fucking... I must have landed on my head, hit my head pretty hard, I don't know. They sent me to... Well, they sent me home. My dad came pick me up. Took me to the fucking clinic or whatever it was, hospital, I don't know. And I got a concussion. And from that, I got a stutter. Like, sometimes, like, the words just don't fucking come out of my mouth right. And... I also started talking very fast, and I mumble a lot too. I wasn't that bad. I used to mumble a lot as a kid, but I wasn't this bad. And like when I write now, I don't often write a whole lot anymore, because when I write, I would skip letters, because my brain would be spelling it faster than my hands would be writing it. So I just write fucked up now. I try my best not to do it as much as possible. Numbers I'm fine with for some odd fucking reason. I don't know why that is, but I can write out numbers like all day long, and I do. But writing out words, that gets rough. So, and then that was that concussion. And then another concussion I got. I was in a group that did live action reenactments of fights. We were kind of fantasy. It was just kind of fighting each other in LARP, right? And we used to always do this Renaissance fair up near Cleveland-ish area. And I would go every year, and we would do the Renaissance fair stuff. And we always did demos. And, you know, we were all dressed up in our thing, and we'd fight every hour or whatever it was, every couple of hours. We'd do a show, and people would watch, and it was always fun. You know, I love performing. And every year we did this event called the Wench Carrie. The idea of the Wench Carrie was guys who wanted to do the Wench Carrie would grab a girl. This sort of thing was talked about and discussed before. It was all an act, you know. They would grab a girl, and they would take her, and fucking she'd jump up on their back, and then they'd run up the fucking hill, right? This giant-ass fucking hill that was right next to where we fought. And it was great fun. You know, we would do different rounds. You know, the first round you took one girl. The second round you took two girls. The third round you took three girls, right? So the fun thing was always, you know, whenever somebody decided that they wanted to challenge Adder. Now, Adder is like 20 feet tall. I mean, this dude was massive. I'm just shy of 6 foot. Just shy. And Adder, I would come up to Adder's fucking mid-chest. Adder was a giant fucking man. Dude had to have been pushing about 400, pure muscle, just a terrifying thing to have to fucking deal with, like, if you're on the wrong side of the man. But I can't think of one person I've ever seen in my life that could get on the wrong side of Adder. The dude just loved everybody. God makes people like that, so for some reason. So I decided I was going to challenge Adder, right? So I got my 2 girls up the hill. That was fine. I had maybe a 17, 18-year-old girl, and I think I got a 6-year-old, right? Adder had 2 full-size female adults. So the 3rd round comes around, and I'm looking around at girls going, who's going to trust me to carry their kid up this hill? You know what I mean? And so I find another, like, 18-year-old girl, something like that, because I was like, I don't want to carry too many kids. And so I'm lugging these 3 chicks up there, and Adder's carrying 3 full-size grown women. And then the 4th round, Adder just gets another girl to just cling on to him. Like, he's just wearing him like a coat. And he just plods up the fucking hill. The dude's just a monster. And then I got another girl that was an adult. And that's where it went bad. And so I'm carrying an adult teenager, a teenage, not an adult, and an adolescent child. And I got about halfway up the hill, and then they picked me up and drugged me the rest of the way up the hill. We didn't win. The 4 girls carrying me, after I carried them halfway up the hill, they carried me the rest of the way. We didn't win. Right? Yeah. So, Adder's a fucking monster. And I tired myself out really. This actually does factor into the story, by the way. I tired myself out real fucking good. Alright, now let's do the demo. And I went, oh, fuck me. Because I had people that, like, I worked out bits with, that we, jump to the front of the thing, and we do, little passes that were kind of half choreographed and kind of half not, we just kind of see how it goes. We'll kind of come at each other like this, and we'll see what happens, So, I had a lot of people that, so I go out to the first fight, and it was Shields versus everybody's. And I was in everybody. Right? So everybody else is sitting over there with tower shields and these giant fucking round shields. And I'm over here with all the people that have like swords and shit. And I'm like, oh, this is not good. And I'm exhausted because I just carried 4 full-size grown women up a hill. Right? And I looked at everybody and I said, here's going to be the plan. I'm going to fucking rush the wall. And I'm just going to run into them and die. And then that'll break the wall open. And you guys can fucking kill them all. Because that's really the only thing you do against a shield wall. You send idiots up to it, see if you can break the fucking shield wall apart enough to where you can get some hits in. Right? Like, that's pretty much the strategy. So, nobody else was listening to me. Right? They called Leon. I just booked it straight across the field. Nobody charged with me. Everybody was like, oh shit. What's going on? I barreled ass across the field, right? Ran into the shield. Now the dude, he braced his shield with his knee forward and he was slightly back, right? If you want to take the full brunt of it, that's what you do. But I didn't want him to take the full brunt of it. I wanted him to kind of just slough me off and then kill me. I just wanted to lay down, really, is what it was. I just wanted to lay down for that entire fight and just take a nap. So, he fucking did that. And then when I hit the shield, he kind of laid back into it and took a knee. So I rolled up over his shield and fell directly on my head. And I saw stars. I know what that actually looks like. It's just spots is really what it is. It's just fucking... Everything goes dark for a second, and then you actually get little white lights. And then all the little white lights turn into big black fucking spots as the world comes back into view. Like, it's a very odd experience, and it's not fun. And so I went, cool, I'm on the ground now, I can just sleep. And I think I passed out. I remember being carried off the field. I remember looking at some very pretty girl who I guess was making sure I didn't sleep. I remember the golf cart ride through the fairgrounds and waving at people to show them that I was all right. I remember part of the drive, and then I remember the doctor, and that's all I remember. He said I got a minor to major, like I'm in an intermediate concussion. He told me I might get some side effects, and I went, oh, great. And one of those side effects is I kind of slur now. Like I just kind of have a natural slur. So I sound drunk, but I can't help it. I just kind of, this is just kind of the way I am. I just kind of talk like this. So I made a video about it, but I don't know if it's in the block of videos that are still privated, because I don't know if I'm gonna get a strike for make any of those public, because I have sponsor commercials in some of them somewhere, but fuck if I remember where. But I know I've narrowed it down to that block of like 100 videos or something like that. So it might be in there somewhere. If it is, I'll look and see, and I'll reactivate it. But yeah, I go into that. I pretty much just did that whole video for you, so you don't really need to watch it. There you go. I slur. It's natural. So there you go. There's the answer to that question. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I'm not a victim. Like, I understand what I sound like. I get it. I live with it, and I, you know, people kind of look at, like, in interviews and shit like that, it's kind of uncomfortable because they do kind of look at you like. And I just try my best to speak and enunciate as much as possible. Like, I don't get that much into it, but I try very hard to not be lazy with my S words. And that's how I kind of avoid sounding like I'm drunk. And I'm not going to do that shit while I'm here, because I'm in my fucking living room filming videos, man. Fuck all that. Alright. Herbert Wingfield asked me to compute to the last digit the number of pi, and then he posts a link. I don't know what the link goes to. I imagine it's somebody doing pi. I think it's 3 point something. There's the last, compute to the last digit the number of pi. The number of pi is 1. There is only one pi, sir. Only one. Skip Player asks, how do magnets work? How do magnets work? Fucking magic. I don't know how the fuck magnets work. Magnets work because they're magnetizing shit. Sounds good. They have poles and stuff. They're bipolar, and so therefore they work. That's my science. That's what I remember. Ask Jesse. Jesse's in the USGS. He's the one that knows that shit. Between me and Jesse, we know everything. That's one Jesse knows. Maggie Ellis asks, let's say hypothetically that life on Earth is a simulation, and that you and I agree on that. Hypothetically, of course. I'd have to hear your argument, and you can't go, the Matrix. Right? So, I'd have to hear your argument. Honestly, this is getting into an area wherein I have not really made a determination on what I truly believe. So I'd have to hear your argument. If the simulation was unique and that it limited our perception/experience of the things around us, but that its limitations and separations inherently brought about not only the beauty, love, and intense but intermittent harmony, but also the friction, sadness, ugliness, and discord that we experience in our lives, would you choose to live this life, or would you say, nah? I choose life. I enjoy my life. I like life. Be it simulation or not, I like what's going on with things. I'm enjoying shit. So, I kind of think of it like this. If this is reality, I'm fine with it. Like, my little piece of it, my part in it, I'm pretty alright with where I'm at. Right? I enjoy my life. I like living. Right? I'm good. If it's a simulation, however, and I'm somewhere else, and it's only my mind that's actually here, I would say that either A, I'm in this simulation against my will, in which case, what the fuck am I going to do about it? Right? If I ever open up, like if I ever, tap a wall funny, and a panel opens up and I can, hack the simulation, alright, fine, now we're talking. But until that happens, what am I going to do? And if I'm here by choice, well then obviously it's shittier out there. I certainly don't want to be out there. So, I enjoy my life. Knowing everything I know now, would I change my mind at any point in my life and actually take myself out? Fuck no. And I gotta tell you, I can't wait to see what the future holds. So, no, I'm cool with where I'm at, everywhere I've been along the way. I've had some things that have happened in my life that I'm not entirely proud of, and some things that I'm not entirely happy with, and, whatever. But it all makes you who you are. It's how you become who you are. You make mistakes, and you learn from that shit, and then you move on. So, yeah, I like life. Life's good. But that's my situation. I can't speak as to everybody's situation. But, life can always get better, too. That's the cool thing. That's why capitalism is so fucking wonderful. God bless Pax Americana. Wait a minute, no, I think that's like a racist thing. Shit. Dude, I never even fucking know anymore, so whatever. I think I saw it in a TV show. It was in a TV show. I think it was Designated Survivor. Wasn't that? Oh, that was like the thing that the bad guys passed around. It was Pax Americana. Whatever. Everything's racist somehow. Alright. And I believe this is the last one. Professor Chaos asks, hi Butters, if one of the Dems become president, will you switch your stars and stripes for a hammer and sickle to represent the new country we would be living in? No. I would keep that up even after they outlawed them. I would still keep it up. Because fuck them. They can come and take it from me. It's my flag. I like my flag. But seriously, which is your favorite Loot Crate t-shirt? Mine is Rick and Morty Portal Gun shirt. I gotta tell you, the one I'm actually wearing right now, the Deadpool tacos, this one is fucking, I love this one. He's upside down, he's hanging from a thing, he's shooting his gun and screaming tacos. Like, this just, it doesn't really get better than this. But the cool thing about this, the thing that makes me laugh the most about this shirt, is when I film, you guys gotta look at his crotch. Ha ha! And yeah, we're back to boxers and briefs. Holy shit. How long is that gonna wind up being? Almost 2 hours. I think what I'm gonna do, you guys won't know this, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release it in parts, but when I do that kind of shit, I just release both parts at once. And then everybody complains about how fucking much it sucks that I did it in parts. And then I go, and then everybody else says, oh no, it's awesome that you did it in parts because then I don't have to watch the whole fucking thing. It's 2 hours fucking long if you're looking for your shit. Anyways, I mean, if you're looking for your question to be answered, it's either going to luck out in your first pick or... So it's kind of a lottery aspect to it, too. Yeah, fuck it, why not? So, but I think I'm probably going to do it in 2 parts because that will make it easier to fucking upload. Because whenever I upload like a 2-hour long video, that shit takes 15, 20 hours to upload. So I ain't doing that nonsense. But yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. Tomorrow's moving day. I'm gonna grab that rope and channel the power of the fucking amulet and begin the process. But I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Yay! Yeah, so there you go. That's Q&A. I just started rambling there for no fucking reason. There's the Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are satisfied with the answers to your questions. I hope everybody's questions were answered that really wanted to ask one. And for those people who decided to make statements, I love you guys in these fucking things. This shit always just makes me laugh. But yeah, I love doing these. I really, really do. I really enjoy these. I love doing Q&As with you guys. I love chatting with you guys. I can't wait to move. God, if my internet fucking blows at the new place, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm just gonna go insane, because that means it's all of my equipment. All of my equipment. Everything. That means that the PlayStation is fucked. That means the Xbox and the new Xbox I just bought is fucked. That means that both of my PCs are fucked. Or it's this fucking shit-ass apartment and their fucking internet. So hopefully I will have good internet, and then I can actually stream again. And then I can go back to doing the streams that I used to do, and I used to pull you guys on to chat with me. And that was a blasty blast. I kind of wanted to do it like it was an old call-in radio show, you know? I like that shit. So I used to do chat and have you guys just pop in. And I'm going to have to fucking get that shit going again. And, yeah. So, I'm super fucking excited for tomorrow. I can't wait. But, yeah. So, I hope everybody had a good time.